we're going to be building the NOTaKLON. So here we go. This was one of the, here's our goop. Instructions, discount code, the sticker for the back. Got some knobs, some basically like these are our nuts and bolts, and then we got the little plug that goes from the, I'm assuming something on the motherboard to something else. So alright, so let's get this out of the way. Feel like I'm gonna need some things, but we'll see. So this is the splatter. Hopefully you can see that pretty well. I really like this one, so I'm excited. I just think this one's beautiful. Do I want the other one as well? Yes. Do I need two clones? No, but yes. Alright, so that's that. This is like the motherboard of the pedal. Yeah. So cool deal. So yep, I'm connecting this side to that side, I can already see, and then we got some knobs and things, so perfect. Alright, so let's look at the instructions. Alright, so things that we will need. We have a PVC, we need a 10 millimeter, oh, right there. That is sweet. I don't know if you can see that, but that is our, like, wrench. That's pretty cool. We got 10 and 11 and a 14. Okay, that's a cool deal. Alright, so instructions here. Alright, so the first thing, number one, we have to snap this. Oh, that's not scary at all. That's actually quite terrifying, but it says, alright, just like that. Boom. Jesus. Alright. Alright, so we snap that off. So now we need our wrenches, and then we also need to take off like these pieces here. So it says I need like a pair of pliers, so I need to go find a pair of pliers. And then we'll have this, and then it's got like where we discard everything, and then okay, our wrenches. All right, cool. That's not bad at all. All right, so let's I'm gonna find a pair of pliers real quick. Actually, got some pair of pliers right here. You gonna focus? No? Yeah, alright, cool. Okay, so we got that. We've got our thing here, so we need to, it says discard. This is a discard piece. This is kind of terrifying. Like so. Don't need that. Assuming that we can discard this as well. I'm gonna get this little piece off. This is terrifying. Alright, so that's that. And then we can discard this top piece. Come on. There we go. Alright, so we don't need that. And I believe we don't need this piece either. So, yeah. I'm gonna get rid of that as well. Alright. So a quick little thing, if you don't know a lot about electronics, these little lines right here, and correct me if I'm wrong, these little lines are called buses. These take information from one place to another. So basically we've got these things soldered on, right? So if I show you the back, we've got all these little transistors and capacitors and resistors in here, and then all these, they're attached to these lines, and these lines basically go to the foot switch here, and that's how it's kind of telling you, you know, what information is going from where. So that's kind of what these things are called. They're called buses. But then you got, you know, all your components and stuff in here as well. But as long as we don't jack up a bus, we should be good to go. Alright, so that's that part. Alright, so now the other piece. Alright, so there's a lot of stuff on here that we don't need as well. So back to our pliers. So we're just going to grab this piece right here and slowly bend that. Just try not to tip it up. Pop, pop, pop. That's cool there. Alright, so this bottom piece we don't need. We'll discard this as well. Boom. And then this side piece, let's see. Yeah, so my instructions, we don't need this side piece either. Come on. Boom. Alright, and then these top pieces we don't need either. So we kind of discard this slowly, like so. Alright, cool. So that's that. So there's this piece. Like I said, we got all the necessary components here. Alright, everything has been discarded. Also, we need to make sure that we get our wrenches. I think it's so cool that they do wrenches like this. I think that's awesome. Anyway, so we got 10. See if it'll focus. We got 10 and 11, and then on this one is 14. So we'll put those to the side. All right, so we got all of that. We have 2 wrenches, 2 PCBs. Page 3. All right, so line up the notch. So now we're gonna grab our handy dandy okay, we gotta rip off our warning small parts label. This is actually super fun. Like, I used to build pedals from time to time. Like I built like small boosts and stuff like that. But this is really cool. All right, so we're gonna line it up like so. So basically, like there's basically like this little notch right here that we're gonna line it up. So I'm gonna put it in here, like so, and then this piece basically is gonna fit in here, kind of like this, I do believe. Alright, so boom. Cool. It's stuck in there like a hair and a biscuit. I love it. Alright, so we got that. Oh, well maybe I wasn't supposed to do the second part yet. Hold on. Well, alright, let's just undo this piece real quick. Well, it's all going in there. So. Alright, so we're gonna put this in there now. So we'll feed it through, and then we need. Alright, I'm gonna dump my parts out on the top right here. Alright, so for this we need a pot washer. So 1, 2. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. It's stuck to my label. All right, so we got our 3 washers and our 3 pot nuts. All right, so basically we're gonna put in, let's do this like one at a time here. We do, well, 1, 2, 3, so, and then we'll put, Lord have mercy. Put that on there, do a quick little, twisty. I'm gonna put the middle one on there, and then I'm gonna do this one outside. That way, once we get them on, we can do, you know, it'll be a little easier to do. Now I'm gonna just take my tin and give it a quick little snug. They ain't got to be tight, but I like to kind of get everything set and then tighten towards the end, but that's just me. Alright, we'll do a little twisty here. This is your 10mm. This is so cool. Oh my god. Alright, boom. Sweet. And there's even like a little centaur right here that says, don't over tighten. Which is crazy cool. Alright, anyway, that is that. Now, okay. So I feel like, yeah, I maybe should have waited, but let's see if we can get this right. I think I'm just gonna unplug you. Wiggle. And I think, yeah, so let's just get this in. Basically, we gotta get our LED in like so, and then also our like audio and power jacks. So let's line those up. This is absolutely the coolest thing I'm gonna do today. Alright, so those are, what does it want us to do first? Oh, first off, we're getting ahead of ourselves again. I need to put our locking washer on this joint. And do I need to, I'll leave that one on. Yeah, so you leave this one on. You can adjust it how you want it. And I'm gonna put my locking washer on there. And then I'm gonna put this back through. And then we have a white foot washer, and then the bolt here. So this is the, what size is this? This one's the 14. So 14 is what we're going to use here. Alright, we're not going to over tighten. We'll get to that in a moment. Alright, turn it over. Now we've got our jack washers and our jack nuts. So we put this on, we get this in there. I'm assuming this is the 11. Yep. So yeah, now we'll get our 11 on there. Alright, now I'm going to go back to my 14 here and do this. Make sure it's snug, not too crazy, but make sure it's at least snug. Yeah. So let me just... That's crazy cool. Alright, now let's not forget about our ribbon here. We're going to bring this over, plug it in. Like so, boom. Step 7 out the way. Alright, now rotate potentiometers counterclockwise. Oop, I gotta get, let's see here. This one got a little crooked here, so let's get it back right. That's another thing, the reason you like, just don't over tighten. You don't want to accidentally, you know, cross thread something or nothing like that. So cool, now we got that. Now we're gonna put our knobs on. So I'm gonna grab our 3 blue knobs. I really think I want to order like, man, blue was cool, but I feel like making one pink would be goated. I just, yeah, I feel like making one pink would just be, or pink and green or pink and orange, like something that matches like the way the pedal looks. I think I need to loosen that screw a little bit. I think it's a little tight already. Yeah, I need to go ahead and find a. Alright, so I'm gonna get a screwdriver. I'll be right back. I don't know if this is small enough, but we're gonna see. I should have something small in here. Yeah. Alright, cool. So just kind of loosen that a little bit. Boom, slides right on. So now I'm just going to just tighten the flat tip. Cool. Alright. So that's that. But I was thinking like if it was like a one blue, one pink, and then like one green or orange, that would really match the pedal too. Like that would just be cool. But nothing wrong with the blue one. I'm just saying what it is, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so that's that. Alright, so this step is optional. So goop. So do y'all goop or no? I don't really want to goop. So I don't think I'm gonna goop. Now I'm gonna put the back plate on. Alright, we'll get a little Phillips here. That's it. So that is a very quick, very brief build. Now what we're gonna do is I got a restring guitar, y'all. I can't do a demo with old strings. So I'm gonna restring the guitar, and then we're going to show off some of the tones that this thing provides. So see you in a bit. Peace.